Welcome to Rebirth Radio. Today we're going to be doing something very special to me. We are going to be making tea. Now, I have already made a nice cup of tea, but I want to tell you the steps that I take to make tea. So let's walk through some of them. So first, I get my water in a pot because currently I don't have a teapot, but once the lockdown is over, I will be getting a nice teapot. So, first, we get our nice water. As you can see, this water is not boiling because we don't want boiling water for our tea. And that is a very important key factor is the temperature of the water. If it's too hot, your leaves will become bitter, and we don't want bitter tea. Now, I have been drinking this, which is Chinese white tea. It was a gift from China that came in over 12 months ago. So just just to be certain. And what I do with my tea is once I get this tea to the proper temperature, I pour it onto my leaves. And here are the leaves to show you. I pour it onto my leaves, and these leaves are quite sensitive to temperature. You don't want it to be too hot. So I pour it onto the leaves and I rinse them. Just a little bit of water to rinse all the leaves. Then I pour the water out. Then I pour in the new water and I let it steep for about 5 minutes. And we're almost there. So we're going to take a break for a second and then we'll have some tea time thoughts. I just love smiling. Now, I just made a mistake when I was doing it, but that's okay because making mistakes is all a part of kind of living. We all make mistakes in life, and there's nothing you can do about it. All you have to do is accept it, find out where it went wrong, and move on. Okay, I've returned with my tea, and as you can see now, there are no leaves in it. And the leaves were just thrown away. Now, you may be thinking, hey, you can take those leaves and do multiple steeps. I am making it for one person, and I enjoy one cup of tea in the morning. So, that just shows you how not permanent things are in life. You never know what's going to happen to something. You could have expected me to keep them for another brew. I could have dried them and done something weird with them. I don't know. I could have done anything with them. But they're gone now. Never to be used again. So, time for some tea time chats. So let's take our first sip. That is good tea. So this tea is called Bai Hao Yingzin. As I said, it was a gift from China. And it is a very delicate flavor. It can make you think. It calms me down very easily, which is something that we all need to stay as calm during these trying times. Now, let's do introductions. Who am I? I, hmm, we'll call me your rebirth master. Call me Mr. Rebirth for now. Um, I really enjoy tea. It's one of my favorite things to drink. Probably is my favorite drink. And then next to water, my favorite type of tea is either white tea or green tea, which are actually very similar as in color, taste, and temperature. If you have them in too hot of a temperature, the tea won't be good. My favorite color is green. I like green because it is a very natural color. If the grass is green, Ireland is green, and I am a large fan of Ireland. I like food, sports. It's a very, very nice country. Um, I am really just here to show you new skills, for me to learn new skills, because I have to learn new skills to show you new things. And that'll be a very fun thing to do, is for me to learn, you to learn. For me to learn, me to teach you, and for you to learn. Now, I speak basically fluent Japanese. I speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Chinese. I can read Korean. I enjoy cultures. I enjoy other places. Um, I love doing impressions. Impressions are some of my favorite things to do. I would sit there for hours. I memorize basically every Marvel movie, but only to the point where I can watch the movie and say all the lines as I'm watching it. Now, Deadpool, the movie with Ryan Reynolds, say, I can watch the movie in my head, which I'm quite impressed by it. Um, I, hmm, I mean, that's really all you need to know about me. What I want to know is stuff about you. Why are you here? What made you, what gave you what helped you make the decision to, want to come here, to become reborn? Now, I'm going to show you something. Hold on. Now, because I'm on quarantine and I don't have Japanese class, I like to show you so I can learn something and I can practice. So, I'm going to pick out, let's see, what time are we at? 6:32. I'm going to pick out 6 cards. So we're going to go 1, 2, I forget how these cards work. 3, I'm going to go with the top one. 4, bottom one, 5, 6. Now, I'm going to look through these cards to see if they're all usable, because I know that there are some jokers in this deck. We're not using a joker. We'll go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to teach you some Japanese. I know, you expected this to be just about tea, but look what it's about now. Okay, so these cards are very special to me. They were given to me as a gift from Japan by some friends who are Japanese. And some of the cards have countries, like this one has India and China and Brazil, and this one just has a sunset and there's no back. But the ones that are countries have the country's capital on the back. So let's go through these as I drink my tea. So first we have India. Now to say India in Japanese, this is the, I guess, more English version of the word India, but the way that the Japanese say it is Indo. Indo. And then the capital of India is New Delhi, and the way that you say that in Japanese is New Delhi. New Delhi. India and New Delhi. Indo to New Delhi です。Then we have China. これは which is this is これは China. So that's the English version of this. And then we have the long Japanese version that they don't use. Usually they would just call it 中国, but the, I guess, technical term to say the People's Republic of China is 中華人民共和国. So 中華人民共和国, which is the People's Republic of China. And what's the capital of China? Beijing. So the capital of China, the way you pronounce it in Japanese is Peking. So Peking and 中華人民共和国. Fun. Next, we'll go on to Brazil. And for Brazil, the English version is Brasil. Brasil. And then the Japanese version is the same. Brasil. 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 And, what's the capital? Thought it was Rio, but I don't know. Brasilia. 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 I assume that this is the capital. I don't know a lot about um, Brazil, other than that the national language is Portuguese, a language that I don't speak. Obrigado. Um, so up next we'll do. Let's see, we have a fruit and an animal. Nice. So the English version of this, the way that they would pronounce it, it's called katakana English or waseigo, which is kind. It's if I were to speak like this, you know that this is not English, but it's a very interesting thing to hear. So the first one is parsimon, parsimon, which is a persimmon, persimmon, not persimmon. It's not a monkey. But the way the Japanese word for it is kaki, kaki, for persimmon. Next up, we have one of my favorite animals, panda. They're so cute. They're the best. So you have a panda in waseigo, or katakana English, and then you have panda. That's how they say it in Japanese. It is a non-native Japanese word, so they pronounce it as panda. So, let's drink some more tea. Now, let's pick a few more. Pass the time. We'll just, slide some off the deck. Just go one. Okay, I think I actually just got a bunch of them. We'll go with a few countries and a few animals. Now just pick them out from these two that I just pulled out because, there's no reason to go through all of them. All countries. So we'll go with my country. We'll also go to, let's see, what are my favorite Japanese words? Words that some people probably know. And then we'll go with a country that has been through a little bit in these past few months. So we'll start off with them. So we have Australia, 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 and the capital is Canberra, which is Canberra, Canberra. Japanese is very simple. It's a very simple language, but I love it. Next up we have kitsune or a fox, which is a fox. Kitsune or a fox. Fox or kitsune. Sometimes people can understand both, sometimes they won't. So you kind of just have to know how to say both, which knowing both is quite easy because you learn how to read katakana, which is for non-native Japanese words, and it becomes very simple. Next we have dogu. Dogu. See, you would use the word dogu for like hot dogu, which is a hot dog. And then you have inu, which is a dog. That's how you say it in native Japanese. We'll go with my favorite Japanese word, airplane. Airplane, which is an airplane. Now, the way to say airplane in Japanese is hikoki. Hikoki, which is a flying, jumping, going machine. That is what hikoki means. Flying, jumping, going machine. It's a weird one. Next up, we have neko, or kyatto. Kyatto, which is a cat. I'm a dog person, but cats are still awesome. I like big cats. They're cooler. Like lions. Roar! And then we have the strongest navy. I guess. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about them. Let's try and read this. United States of America, which is the United States of America, USA. America 合衆国. 合衆国. 合衆 is like gas because America always goes after gas. I'm just kidding. I don't know why it's 合衆国. But this is America, and then Washington D.C. is Washington D.C. Very simple. So, let's drink some more tea and find out how far along we are. Still a little bit left. So, let's just talk. So, I've decided to do this because I think it'll be fun. Hopefully I can learn how to animate. I have an idea. And hopefully I can learn how to animate a character just to do a nice walking motion, nice walk cycle. And I'm not going to teach you how to do that, but I want to put out a video that has an animation in it. And I think it's better to learn how to do it, and then I can know how to do it for future, rather than to pay somebody, have them do it, and I don't know what I'm getting. So I am hopefully going to learn how to animate. But now, you see, that concludes our time here together. I hope you've really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed my tea, and I've also enjoyed going through these cards. I haven't looked through them in a while. If you don't know, Japan, Nihon, Tokyo. Tokyo. So, these are nice cards. I'll go through a few. Hopefully, I'll get through the whole deck. But that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. And, 아미 토후.